they've done. So that's what gives it its feel, really.
Yeah, and have you found that there's different senses of humour as you kind of go up through Britain? And do you think that, you know, different to South and the North?
I think there's a different way of humour. What I've found from gigging is that in the South, people are more gag-driven. So you say a joke, and they're not personal in that respect. Whereas Irish, Scottish, people from like where I'm from, you want to tell a story, you want to feel like you're learning something about.
You actually live in Manchester.
What a fantastic thing that has happened this weekend, of course, in the world of British sport.
Yeah, the British team arrived home from the European Athletic Championships with a record 19 medals, 2 of the golds belonging to one man. Yes,
the first Brit to win gold in both the 5 and the 10,000 metres. It's Mo Farah! Down my word. Thanks for coming. Fresh from Barcelona, you've literally just got off the plane. It's amazing that you've come here.
Looking ahead to 2012, I've just got so excited this weekend with the athletics, with the success. You know, 2 years is a long time in an athlete's life, isn't it? But how do you sustain that now?
Yes, it takes a lot, you know, but at the same time you just got to get stronger and keep improving. In 2 years it is, and it's one of those things you can't plan it. You just got to stay injury-free, do one race at a time, but it's getting closer and closer. People forget it takes like 4 years before that, 6 years, and hard been working.
Well, thank you so much for coming.
Huge congratulations.
And is it the same kind of plot as the film? Reese Witherspoon, of course, played the lead, didn't she? In the
intelligent, even though she looks like she does. It's a real kind of female empowerment story.
Yeah, and I mean, Legally Blonde, it's a massive, massive part, isn't it? You sing, what, 16 of the 18 songs and have 19 costume changes?
Yeah, there's a lot of costume changes. It's all done with... Oh, am I allowed to say that? Well, it's all with magnets, so that's the secret. So they whip one off and I've got another one underneath.
I've always wondered how they do it. Is that true?
Yeah, that's how we do it.
The interesting thing about Legally Blonde and the film as well, this impact and the effect that it's all very pink and girly, and yet women really love it, don't they? And you're a bit of an icon, aren't you, for women? I've heard that the girls are clamouring around the stage door at the end of the show.
It's great, you know, and that's the buzz about doing theatre, that you get to meet everyone afterwards. When you film something, you don't know if people have enjoyed it or not, but going out after and going to stage door and seeing all these hen parties and groups of girls screaming and having a ball as well, so... Yeah, female. Go girls.
Yeah. And I mean, girl power. You're obviously full of it, but you've been in some brilliant sitcoms. Do you prefer the theatre side of things, or do you prefer the...
I think you can't beat that live buzz and the nerves and the adrenaline and hearing the reaction there and then, you know, and you can do so many takes, like me and James did on Gavin and Stacey. You can do take after take, whereas, you know, the adrenaline and the live buzz of it all so much more fun.
The Bridget Jones rumours might be true then, that you're leaving this in October,
I'm leaving in October. I'm really sad to go, but I'll have done a year then in October.
And might be appearing in a stage version of Bridget Jones.
Maybe next year. It's very early stages.
We're very excited about that, aren't we?
Well, we are. We've got you a little present, actually. If it does come off, you can have those.
Massive pants! Yeah!
Massive pants! Courtesy of The One Show.
I'm wearing something similar now.
We know, Chris, when you're not presenting, you like a spot of fishing.
I do, actually.
Is that right?
To make you feel at home, we're going to play Who Wants to Be a Marlinaire?
Who wants to be a marlinaire?
It must have taken you seconds to come up with that.
What we're going to do, Chris, we're going to ask you questions about films that you're going to see this evening.
Great.
Of course, you can phone a friend, or you can ask our, as you've already seen, very beautiful studio audience.
Yeah,
if you get them right, you will win this fancy fisherman's pocket rod. You'll also get the chance to throw water at Matt in fond memory of Tiswas.
It's looking better.
But here's the catch, right? If you get any question wrong at all, we're going to give you a sorbet.
I've only just met you, Matt, and I don't like you.
Right then, Chris, are you ready for the first question?
Apparently, yes.
You are. Let's play. Here we go.
Chris.
It's my music. It's my tune.
On which street is the Bank of England situated?
What?
Is it A, Bond Street, B, Threadneedle Street, C, Whitehall, or D, Fleet Street? Is it A?
Oh, that's a tough one, Gabby.
It is tough. It's tough.
It's looking a bit threadbare.
It is looking a bit threadbare, isn't it? If only I had a needle just to give it a little sew while Chris is thinking about his question and the answer. What are you thinking?
Oh, I didn't expect one this tough this early, Gabby.
Don't use your lifelines yet.
Save them for later, but because if I get it wrong, there won't be a later. Ooh, Threadneedle Street, final answer.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, it's my final answer.
Let's see if you're right.
Don't make me sweat, Chris.
Good start.
Well done.
That's marvellous.
Here we go.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's brilliant.
I'm just proud to be here.
It will certainly catch on. Now, which Claude Monet painting set a record sale price of 40.9 million in 2008?
You're probably...
I apologise for the French pronunciation here. Is it Bouquet de Salé? Is it Le Déjeuner? Is it Le Basson ou Namphère? Or is it Régate à Argenteuil?
Are you having a laugh?
Don't forget your lifelines, Chris.
Yeah.
You could ask the audience.
No, Gabby, I'm going to save them for later.
No, if I was you, I'd ask the audience.
Have you seen the audience?
So what do you want to do, Chris? Do you want to go? Do you want to ask the? Do you want to ask the audience?
Well, I don't have to use it, do I? I can try them, can't I?
You could
And
try
then if I
them,
don't like
yeah.
their answer or the look of them, I
Yeah.
can do something else.
You could.
Risk it.
Okay, okay, I'm going to ask the audience, Chris.
Oh, right. He's going to ask the audience. Amazing. Right, audience, you've heard the question.
Look at them.
What do you think is the answer?
They won't know, will they?
Oh,
great.
Hang on.
Oh,
hang
they're
on.
mixed, but
Yeah.
there do seem to be a lot of C's there.
Yeah, a lot of C's.
And they're red, the C's, I've noticed. Which one are you going to go for, then?
Oh, well, I don't think they'd steer me wrong, would they? They like me from the look of things. I'm going... C, final answer.
It's gone for C. It's a final answer. Let's find out if it's correct. Is it?
Don't take a break, Matt. Don't take a break. Thank you.
Excellent stuff, that.
OK, the next question, Chris.
I'm ready.
Actor appeared in more Carry-On films than any other.
I don't know. Oh, sorry. Do I
Is
get
it
a
A,
choice?
you get some choices.
Oh,
A,
good.
Sid James. B, Joan Sim. C, Charles Hawtrey. Or D, Kenneth Williams. What do you like on your Carry-On knowledge? Why don't you phone a friend?
I haven't got any.
Why don't you phone Bob Carroll-G's?
I
Chris.
don't like Bob. I've never liked him.
Well, Bob
I don't
loves
really know
you.
him. I've never liked him.
Shall we call him?
He's silly dog. OK, that's a good idea, Gabby. Let's phone Bob Carroll G, spit the dog. Let's see if
that.
he's at home feeding the dog.
Let's see if he's there for you.
With dog biscuits from the bank manager, perchance.
Hi, this is Bob Carroll-G's with Spit the Dog. Chris, I'm sorry I can't take your call, but I'm watching a play about one of my favourite film stars, Kenneth Williams. All the best for tonight, by the way.
What?
Chris, he wasn't in, but he'd be giving you a big clue there, I think, with Kenneth Williams. Do you want to go D?
Yeah, but he doesn't like me and tries to
Wanna
stitch me
go
up
D,
like a
Kenneth
kid. I've
Williams?
never trusted Bob Carroll G's. No.
Go D.
Isn't it Charles Hall? Oh.
Go D.
OK. D, final answer.
Kenneth Williams. He likes you more than you think.
But I'll spit.
Chris has no lifelines left. He's got to get this question right. If he doesn't, he gets a soaking. If he does, Matt gets a soaking.
Here we go. Which was the first British newspaper to publish a crossword in 1924? Was it A, the News of the World, B, Sunday Express, or C, the Sunday Times, D, the Observer?
Oh, that's a hard one, Chris. Oh,
Feel the tension.
what are you doing now? What's
Sorry, that's the rod you could win.
I remember 1924. I remember buying it, but I can't.
Gonna have to hurry you, Chris. Gonna have to hurry you, Chris.
Is it Sunday Express? Final answer. Oh!
Sunday Express.
Oh, you're not going to go to a break, are you? Don't go to a break.
Me, that's marvellous.
This is what they
Oh,
want.
for goodness sake.
Tis what's time, Chris. There we go. So many fucking funny gunners. We're back tomorrow with the new Sherlock Holmes, Benedict Cumberbatch. Thank you so much to Chris. He's on Radio 2 from 2 o'clock till 5 every weekday. Of course, there's also the new series, Millionaire. Don't you dare. It's been an absolute revelation, hasn't it? Amazing viewing figures. It's taken the country by storm, really, has it? That's what it's been.
Well, it's been overwhelming and so flattering, the response to it. I mean, we went into it with confidence because I think you have to with an idea of reinventing such a well-known and beloved icon. And but
You've played a few icons, though, haven't you? And all brilliant. You know, Van Gogh, and you played Stephen Hawking. Do you like playing the smart guy?
I must do, yeah. I mean, no, it's very. I mean, these are fascinating people, and the different facets of them wasn't always about their intellect. I mean, especially with Van Gogh, it was about the struggle that he had, the loneliness he had with his work, and his amazing relationship with his brother Theo. We would have no Van Gogh without Theo. So it was as much about the letters and his sort of. How he was, who he was when he was painting them, as it was him just being the genius that we know from his later paintings. Stephen Hawking was incredible thing. Your Foley film was reminding me. I basically, obviously, because we were filming on locations, we would have to go from year 1 to year 4, and that was the span of life that we were showing of Stephen's story, from when he was diagnosed to when he was pretty much needing a wheelchair, but adamantly refusing and soldiering on with a stick. And the Foley artist couldn't match the pattern of footfall, because obviously the body's changing, so the centre of gravity is changing, and also the sole of my shoe was coming off from all the kind of grounding that it was taking on the uneven flagstones of Cambridge. So I had to go in and help with the Foley artists. They are amazing. They are extraordinary.
Well, just kind of bringing it back to Sherlock a little bit. Obviously, it's kind of an updated, modern version. You've ditched the deer stalker and the pipe and all that. Did you think it would work in a modern context?
Well, I mean, I had a fear, which I think most fans sort of turning on their television set 2 Sundays ago had, of thinking, well, this could be very trite. This could be shoehorning an old character into a new guise just for the sake of it. And the minute I turned the first page of the script, I was like, no, this is fantastic. This is written by 2 people who are utter devotees, and there's so many treats for Conan Doyle fans. At the same time, he's a modern man performing masterfully what detectives that have been, well, derived from Sherlock Holmes.
Is there going to be any more, do you know? Or?
Oh, I really hope so. They'd be mad not to have more. I think people have really enjoyed this, so it's just hopefully a question of when.
And you'd be up for it, obviously.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now, Michael, you're about to embark on your 4th appearance as the narrator. What is it that keeps, you keep going back for it?
Well, being a masochist helps.
Yeah.
It's funny, watching that there, I thought I was going to look really cool, but I look more square than I could ever imagine. It's a challenge, that's all it is, because it's not like doing a play, because as a narrator, you don't interact with the cast. All you get is odd things slung at you by the audience.
Well, there's loads of heckling goes on, isn't
Yes,
it? So
that's the
how
whole
hard is
thing.
it to stick to the script?
Very. The worst bit is clawing your way back to it afterwards. And I tried to learn the script because, they've given me a book, and I didn't want to have a book really because people would shout out, "This is your life." But anyway, I do it. I haven't done it for 4 years.
I was going to say, when was the first time you did the Rocky Horror Show?
Was in Brighton,
right?
And that was 4 years ago, and we're going back there as well. So I see some old familiar costumes. My friends were in the audience that first night, and the manager of the theatre pushed their way past them to sit down in his immaculate dinner suit and a pair of knickers. But he always dressed like that. It wasn't anything unusual.
Mike, can you get to sleep after a performance?
Yeah, because there's so much physical work involved, I just collapsed. But yes, and getting that step right. I mean, thousands of people getting it right. I got it wrong almost every night. When you sort of hopped and hopped when I sort of stepped. But that's part of the charm, I suppose.
Yeah, the heels, I'm sure, also don't help you on that one.
Well, I had to be supported by one of the girls during that, because every time I bowed, I fell over.
You've said, I believe that acting is one of your the things that you wish you'd done. It was one of the only regrets from your career that you didn't.
That was the plan. I started off as a radio actor, children's hour serial plays, and intended to continue with that. But then up came these announcing jobs on television, and I said, oh yeah, okay, do that, and here we are.
So you're in the theatre now, though, aren't you?
Yeah.
You got there.
I did Panto this year, so.
Oh, good lad. No, you can't keep you off the stage. Lovely.